Hi, we have all the stamps we need, we have lots of ink pads, but where are you going to put them so that A, you can find them quickly, and B, you know what you have? Well, let's look at a couple of options. First of all, how about a Rolodex like this? This is not for storing your stamps, but it's keeping track of the inks and stamp sets you have. So you'll see here that this designer has stamped these cute little dividers with the category that the stamp goes in, and then on the next one, she's actually stamped what the stamp looks like, given the information about who the company is that manufactures that. So for each one of these sections, she has done that. Very easy. It's just fun to flip through it. It looks beautiful on your desktop as well. For actually storing your stamps, here's some different options. How about a binder? There are lots of different page dividers that are perfect for sliding your stamps into. You leave them on there, plastic cases, however you want to do them, but you can put them into these sleeves. There are even some that are the 4x6 size, which are perfect for your smaller sets. You'll notice that they are clear, they are cling stamps. Any of your flat stamps work beautifully inside of a binder. If you don't have this many, maybe you have a lot of wood-mounted rubber stamps, then these shoebox types are perfect for that. You can stand them up, you can list them by the company name. I personally have organized mine by occasion. So I have one bin that's all my flowers and botanicals. I have another that's sentiments. I have one that's holidays. You can organize them by company. Maybe you have one that is Hero Arts, one that is Stampendous, one that's Technique Tuesday. Whatever works for you as far as organization, but this is a great system as well. For your clear stamps, if you have them all lined up here, it's very easy to just flip through and say, oh, there's the stamp set I want. They stand up nicely and they're easily accessible. You can decorate that side of the box if you want something more fancy than that, or just use this in its very functional format. Now, some of our clear stamps come in these great holders that make it very easy for them to store. For example, Paper Tray Ink, they do theirs in these CD cases that you can stick them on each side of the CD case. It has a label for the name of the stamp line, and it has the plastic to protect them. So these are very easy to slide into a CD holder. Okay. Close to My Heart does theirs in these plastic sleeves that you can slide out your stamp in. It has the information on the front of what it's from. It has a little snap, so they're very self-contained. Again, they fit perfectly inside of like a plastic bin or a shoebox. Muse Studio did theirs in a DVD case. Okay, these are cling stamps, so once you punch them out and get them set up, they will cling inside of here, or you can just leave them like they are. But again, makes it very easy to stick them into a DVD storage system. Clear and Simple also uses a DVD storage system, but theirs is a clear set, and apparently I have problems getting this open. And they have their insert, and then you can stick your stamps on the inside of that DVD case. Again, very easy to see what the stamp set is. Everything's ready to go. Store it in a DVD storage system. If you want to have them out displayed, you could do something like we have here, where you just put them on a shelf. If you want to see them stacked up, you can even get a spice rack so you can have them in different layers, because a lot of our stamps are beautiful. So why not have them out as our inspiration or decorative items? You can also, if you're using closet space, get those shoe holders that hang up on your rods in your closets, and those little pouches are perfect for sliding your wood-mounted stamps or your clear stamps, any of them, into those little pockets. You can also punch holes in them, like these ones that are plastic. They already have the hole, or you could punch something in another one, and you could put them on rings and hang them on rings. So a wide variety of ways to store your various stamps. Now, as far as inks, these are all kind of different shapes, so it might be a little bit harder to store them, but the key thing to remember here is stamp inks must lay flat. If you tip them up on their ends, the ink is going to flow to that end, so make sure you store them flat. Now, there's a big debate about whether or not you store them this direction or upside down. It really is your preference. I find that with my dye inks that if I store them upside down, I have better success with them being wet and ready to go. With my pigment inks and my StazOn inks, I don't need to store those upside down because they are such a wet ink anyways, that I don't need to have that all up at the top of the ink pad. So Just look at the different types you have, but whatever you do, make sure that you store them in a flat environment. You do not want them to blend together, especially those Spectrum ones that have multiple colors in them. You'll just end up with mud. So lots of options that you can use for storing your stamps and your ink pads. Whatever you decide to do, make it work for you so that you can have those accessible and create with them. Have fun creating.